Your conscious mind is your most powerful possession. Different people have different minds, and they have different lives. These differences all stand from the fact that they have different minds. Change your mind and you will end up with a different outcome. It is not easy, nor is it smooth, but changing your mind is the first step to fundamental change. Your conscious mind impacts how you edit your personal reality. Believe it or not, every single human being on this planet edits his/her own reality. Every single second, the outside world bombards you with thousands of stimuli. Thanks to your programming, you choose to become aware of only a tiny fraction of that stimuli. Thanks to your programming, you chose to remember only a tiny fraction of the stimuli you chose to perceive. Your mindset then kicks in and interprets what you chose to remember, and this can trigger an emotional state, which leads to your saying and doing things that other people will notice. That's how you change your reality, and it all begins with your conscious mind tied into the mindset that you have. Your life is the product of your mindset. It's very easy to think of mindset as some sort of optional operating device. It's very tempting to dismiss it as something that just plays in the background with no real effect on how your life turns out. The problem is this is so far from the truth that it's funny. Your life is the product of your mindset. The way you look, the way you talk, who you hang out with, your values, what you strive for, everything. That's how crucial your mindset is. Sadly, too many of us go about our day thinking that mindset doesn't really matter. In fact, a lot of us carry on with the thinking that somehow, some way mindset is just one empty detail about us, not much different from having a favorite shirt color or preferring a certain haircut. That's too bad, because if you take ownership of your mindset, you would quickly realize that you chose your mindset. It's a choice. It's like choosing between the Apple operating system and the Windows operating system. We all pretty much have roughly the same type of hardware. We have 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 head, 2 arms, you name it. However, the big difference between people is the mental software they choose to install. That is your mindset, and it is chosen. Going with this central and fundamental fact, nothing ultimately is an accident. It all begins with the mindset you chose. When you choose a certain mindset, you start viewing reality a different way. It may start out as a small difference, but it can lead to a completely different place. You make totally different decisions. You feel different emotions about different things. Sadly, too many people fail to realize this. They refuse to take ownership of this. Not surprisingly, their mindset often works against them instead of working for them. Instead of taking their lives to the next level and allowing them to live out their lives according to their fullest potential, they live small, defeated, and powerless lives. The worst part to all of this? They chose that existence. Your conscious mind is often enslaved by your mindset. Your conscious mind is very powerful. Think of it like a powerful machine on a factory floor. But your mindset is the software that you install on that machine. Keep this in mind, because you can have the most powerful computer on the planet at your disposal, and program it to play only video games. Wouldn't that be a waste? Well, guess what? People do it all the time. You have an awesome biochemical computing machine called your mind, and you fill it with junk. Your mindset chooses only to look at the negative, the limited, the depressing, the pathetic, and your reality is the outcome. Is that a good use of that powerful reality bending and editing machine? You decide. I think you know the answer. You often waste the power of your conscious mind. When was the last time you read a novel? When was the last time you analyzed a work of art? When was the last time you thought about your life, and came up with deep insights that changed the way you look at certain things that happened in your past, or things that you normally worry about regarding the future? If you're like most people, the answer is once in a while or never. Those activities are part of your conscious mind. Your conscious mind would love to do those, because those can help change your life. You can achieve tremendous breakthroughs. By reading novels, you can step into other people's lives. And by doing so, make sense of your own life, because we're not all that different. A lot of the deep personal, philosophical, psychological, and spiritual issues discussed in the great literature of history resonate to your life, if you only choose to see it. The connection is there, but most people don't want to do that. They'd rather fill their minds with junk. I'm talking about Twitter, Facebook timeline, and believe me, Facebook can have a lot of vital information, but the problem is the way we use it. It's like we are filling our minds with intellectual and mental chewing gum. It's garbage in, garbage out. So you have this powerful machine called your conscious mind, and it's stuck in neutral. The more it processes, the more it overheats, and the more stuck you feel. You feel overwhelmed. You feel burned out.